Hi everyone, Tony Ross, Max 98.3 along with Doug Griffiths. And tonight we are getting ready for what should be a very entertaining Indiana High School boys basketball matchup tonight as Triton will get a chance to hit the road and come to Plymouth. Both teams winning their season openers and in pretty fine fashion too. Triton pretty much handled Oregon Davis in their matchup. Plymouth though, they looked really good against a talented John Glenn team. All four quarters were a lot of heart and hustle.
Yeah, I mean, Plymouth, we wondered how year two would be under Joel Grindle, and as if that John Glenn game's any indication, it's going to be a heck of a bounce back for the Pilgrims because, they handled a team that had a lot of success last year, will have a lot of success this year, and I think things are looking very bright for the Rockies.
And on the
for the Pilgrims, I should say, sorry.
On the flip side of this, Triton, they've only got a couple of seniors, and really one that is getting a lot of playing time, and Evan Briles, he's their post guy. This Triton team is young, athletic, and they're getting things done. Now, I know they only got one game under their belt, but there wasn't much they missed in their game against Oregon Davis. Oregon Davis, they were handcuffed from the get-go, and that was for 4 quarters.
And remember, Tony, this is a Triton team that won sectional last year, had a very good year, and it's scary when you look at their starting lineup, just one senior, and their leading scorer, or at least in the one game against Oregon Davis, was Cole Shively, a junior guard. So once again, Jason Groves has a lot of things working for him over there in Bourbon, and this is going to be a Triton team that is a force to be reckoned with this season.
And Cole Shively coming off a tremendous football season as quarterback. This kid's playing with an awful lot of confidence, and he's translating it right now into basketball. Anthony Shue, who that phenomenal running back, is now playing basketball as well, showing some very good, viable interior presence. But then, a good supporting cast. And at guard, they got a young freshman, Julian Swanson, Dante Workman. The pieces are there for this Triton team to really have a good start to their season.
Yeah, I'm anxious. You've seen Triton practice. I'm anxious to see the freshman Swanson play and see how athletic he is. That would really be a dynamic piece for Coach Groves to have this year. And they've got size in the Briles kid and Pitney. So a lot of good components for Triton that should set up well for their season.
Back to Plymouth tonight, I think a real big key is, again, the play of Davis Ray. He turned it on in the back half of their win against John Glenn, but we also saw just a touch of how good this kid can really be if he stays committed to playing 4 quarters of solid, hard-nosed basketball as a point guard every game.
Yeah, Ray was really good against the Falcons, consistent each quarter. And as a team, Plymouth got to the foul line, not only got to the foul line, but really took advantage of those opportunities. So, again, and we should mention Caden Ellery, who was really good. Caden Ellery hit a big front end of the 1-and-1 down the stretch, and they're going to need that sophomore to step up if Plymouth's going to make some noise this year.
And then tonight, I'm anxious to see how Easton Strain's going to get ready for game number 2, just simply because this kid's got so much talent coming off a great summer's worth of basketball. He's going to have to play an important role tonight, especially with the size that Triton's going to be throwing at him.
Yeah, Strain will be important. He was terrific against Glenn on the defensive end. I mean, Bryson Hanna was, had an off shooting night, but I think Strain was partly responsible for that. So, he keeps that kind of defensive intensity up, and I think Joel Grindle's got something cooking at Plymouth.
All right, so it's going to be a dandy here on Max 98.3, and it starts at 7:10 with our pregame show presented by our good friends at Powder Legacy Advisory Group. For Doug Griffiths, I'm Tony Ross. We'll talk to you tonight for Indiana High School boys basketball from the Rock on Max 98.3.